Look closely at the ocean, and you'll see movement that never rests. Swirls, spirals, ribbons of blue. Every wave, every current, every motion a brushstroke in a painting too vast to fit in a frame. Centuries before we mapped the sea, one man watched it with an artist's eye. His name was Hokusai, and he captured the heartbeat of water itself. Hokusai never saw the world from orbit, but somehow he understood that the sea is never still. It flows, it breathes, it spins. This film begins with his wave and ends with the planet's own. Hokusai was obsessed with motion, not just waves, but wind, clouds, and the rhythm of life. His famous print, The Great Wave, was more than an image. It was an observation. Those curved claws of water rise and curl as if sculpted by invisible forces, by physics, by geometry, by something greater than paint. His Japan was shaped by the sea. Fishermen read the currents by instinct. The artist read them by imagination. He gave movement form, the same way nature gives it function. As we step from Hokusai's 19th century Japan into the modern world, we find ourselves seeing what he saw from above. The oceans spin, not because of whim, but because the earth itself turns. That spin, subtle yet constant, twists the world's waters into great spirals called gyres. This is the Coriolis effect. As the planet rotates, any moving fluid, air or water, is deflected. In the northern hemisphere, currents bend to the right, in the southern, to the left. The result is Earth's fingerprint, vast circles of motion that define the ocean's choreography. Imagine Hokusai's brush following those invisible arcs, painting patterns not of waves but of entire seas turning in harmony with the planet's spin. There's another rhythm, slower, the deep circulation of the oceans. Driven not by the wind, but by differences in temperature and salinity, this is the thermohaline conveyor. Warm water flows near the surface toward the poles, cools, sinks, and travels the world beneath the waves. Every drop of water may take 1,000 years to complete the journey, from the Indian Ocean to the Atlantic, down to the abyss, and up again near Antarctica. This circulation redistributes heat, moderates climates, and connects every ocean into one vast system, a single organism with a heartbeat of centuries. Where Hokusai saw rhythm in seconds, science reveals rhythm in millennia. Currents are not only patterns, they are lifelines. They transport nutrients from the deep sea to the surface, feeding plankton. The microscopic artists of oxygen, creators of color, and architects of life. From space, these blooms appear as strokes of turquoise and emerald, swirling like watercolor. They are the living pigments of the planet. The Gulf Stream carries warmth from the Caribbean to the North Atlantic, sustaining climates and life far beyond its path. Off Peru, the Humboldt Current brings nutrients from the depths, feeding one of the richest fisheries on Earth. In every current lies a story, of connection, of motion, of survival. The ocean spin does more than sculpt life. It shapes our own fate. Changes in these currents ripple through weather systems and economies. When the Pacific warms unusually, we call it El Niño. Rains shift, crops fail, coral bleaches. When it cools, La Niña, storms intensify elsewhere. These are not random moods. They are rhythm shifts in the great symphony of the sea. Scientists now track these patterns through satellites, sensors, and drifting buoys. Each data point, a note in a melody too vast for a single generation to hear. The ocean speaks through motion, and we, the observers, must learn to listen, before the rhythm changes beyond recognition. Perhaps Hokusai would have admired today's ocean visualizations, streams of color tracing planetary flows. These are not just maps, they are moving art. They remind us that beauty and data are not opposites. They are translations of the same truth. The swirl of a gyre mirrors the swirl of ink. Science measures what art reveals. that nature composes with movement. From Tokyo Bay to the Arctic Circle, the ocean spins, a seamless continuity of art and physics. Hokusai once said, "From the age of 6, I had a mania for drawing the form of things." He saw form in motion, and motion in form. If he lived today, perhaps he would draw not a single wave, but the whole ocean in spin, its gyres, its spirals, its living pulse. The ocean's spin is not chaos. It is grace. It connects every continent, every creature, every breath we take. As you watch the sea, remember, beneath its surface, the planet is painting itself endlessly with water and light.